Hey, what's up, Fab fam? So it's a snowy day here in DC. Thought I'd make a video. I've been actually wanting to make this one for a little while, but basically, several months ago, I think about 6 months ago now, I was on the Unlimited podcast with DM Armada and Red Zone Rogue. Uh, Hopefully, they'll do another episode here soon. But anyway, one of the segments that we talked about, or tangents, I guess, we went on several, was community building. And after that, I got a few messages here and there asking kind of what specifically did we do to help build the community in my community, which is the Washington, D.C. metro area. So I just thought I'd go over real quick some of the things we did. It's really not rocket science, and I'm sure a lot of this is fairly intuitive to most, but just in case, I thought you'd walk me through what we did. So initially, we just started, with a few people meeting up at the LGS that started to carry Fab. Started with just a few players there, and as we started to grow, we decided we wanted to try to spread the game further in the metro area. I at first created a Facebook group for the metro area. It's actually kind of funny in the first tip here. If you have the URL to the group, you'll see that it's actually Fab TCG Nova. When I first made the group, I actually was doing it thinking it would be for the Northern Virginia part of the DC metro area. That's why it's Nova. However, I quickly learned that the community definitely was not big enough to kind of start that granular. So instead, it just became the Flesh and Blood TCG DC metro area, which is a very large area. However, with the game kind of still somewhat in its infancy, that was the way to go. Maybe in the future we can split up the metro area, but this was definitely a way that we were able to kind of get everybody together, kind of share events, coordinate where we were playing, etc., and really just coordinate spreading the game. From here, we started going to different LGSs in the area and doing learn to play events. I took a lot of my bulk from the store and handed it out to some of the regular players here, and we all created some of the learn to play decks from Joey's decks and drafts kind of files that he created those decks from. I'll actually link that in the description if you haven't seen it for some reason. It's a great way to take your bulk and build some decks that are that you can give out to players for free. They're made with commons and rares only, and even very few rares at that. But he's got them now all the way up through Monarch. I don't believe he's done Aria yet. So anyway, doing those learn to play events really helped grow the community even more. We started to see a lot of people join the metro area group. It looks like we're up to 216 right now. From there, we actually, one of the members, kind of the early crew members here, created the Discord. So we created a Discord group for Fab TCG, for Fab in the DMV, which is the DC metro area, basically. It's DC, Maryland, Virginia. And then in here, we really kind of had real-time connections with everybody so that everybody can kind of join in and link up. And a lot of the LGSs are actually in this Discord as well, so that they can kind of not step on each other's toes as armory events have started up, etc., so that they're not scheduling them at the same time. You can actually see here we just announced the coaxing in Washington, D.C. Coming this spring, so we're starting to coordinate that actually. So trying to get together with the community and doing something like that is another great way to get players into Flesh and Blood. So that's another angle you can try. After the Discord, when more LGSs were really on board, armor events were starting to happen, really a lot was going on, we decided to start a calendar, a Google Calendar basically, that has all the events on it, has one source that people can subscribe to and go to see what events are going on in our area, when and where. I then, built a very basic Square website for the DC area that basically just has literally the schedule and a blog with some articles that some of the locals have written. And in this, there's a Google Calendar basically that has all of the different events going on in the area. You can expand them and see where the event's happening, what kind of event it is, like if it's a Blitz or CC actually is in the kind of the tags. But this has been huge in helping coordinate what's going on in the area and have everybody know where to go when. You can subscribe to it so that people can get it directly, on their devices. Then just a few blog articles. We also linked all of the stores that are in the area so that people could easily find the LGSs to buy product from and where to go, etc. Those are really the biggest things, I guess, that we put together as resources to kind of bring everybody together in the area. They seem to be really helping and paying off. The community has grown. We've got several of the, we got, I guess, 2 of the ProQuests coming to the area. We have a lot of welcome to our farewell to Wraith events that are happening. It's really just a healthy community that's we're going to continue to work on and grow. So otherwise, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. The best thing to do really is just get everybody together, have people continue going to your LGSs and play and kind of start that community at the individual store, and then just use things like these as resources to really keep everybody coordinated. And then really the game is so good it'll help grow itself. I guess that's really it for now. Again, thanks for tuning in. I actually hope to do a little more of this kind of as a series, get some of the local DC regulars and kind of have them talk about their experiences in the area and how they play and how they plan their, where they play and win, etc. We actually have a level 2 judge in the area, so I think he's going to actually come on at some point. We're going to talk about the rules and kind of judging the more informal tournaments like armories and maybe skirmishes, etc. The kind of tournaments that happen in the stores now that ProQuest is also going to be in the store. So that should be good too. So hopefully when I get time, we'll get some of that too. But anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in, and hope to see you all around.